It's time for Focus Forward, sponsored by Invest Grand Bahama. It's Grand Bahama's best talk show, highlighting all of the positive things happening in Freeport.
Look forward to our special guests each week that will tell you about events, activities, and initiatives that are making a remarkable impact on our community.
You'll also hear from local business owners and get a heads up on deals and special promotions. It's time to Focus Forward.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Grand Bahama's Best Talk Show, Focus Forward, sponsored by the Invest Grand Bahama unit of the Grand Bahama Port Authority. I'm Glendia Sweeting, Manager of Quality Assurance and Special Projects at the Port Authority, and I am joined by my co-host, Alexandria Thompson, the Director of Public Affairs at the Downtown Freeport Business Association. Alex, good morning.
Good morning. You caught me off guard with
Yes,
the
I
whole
know,
government name.
because you was poking out your lips and doing that whole thing, so I had to call your whole name.
Whole name, just like when rude children, the parents call the first name, right? That's what it is.
Well, that's your name.
Okay, it's
right?
his name, but only my
Okay.
husband calls me Alexandria.
Oh, wow.
It's special.
Elliot and Glendia call you Alexandria.
Okay, this is the work husband. That's
Yes.
what it is. What happened? Okay.
I know, but that part, but okay.
Well, good day, darling.
Good day, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Do you not see
Good.
the color I'm wearing?
Green. Green is
Green.
for growth, isn't it?
Yes, for money though.
Well, yeah, money growth.
What is this? What is this whole series that we're doing?
So we're doing the investment series.
Talk about it.
And we've been doing the investment series for a few weeks now. So
Yep.
we started off with Mitchell Thurston from Bahamas Minerals and Manufacturing
That's
Company
right.
Limited.
That's in the ground.
Yes. And then we moved on to number 2. Do you remember?
Heroic.
Yes.
Heroic, which was Gwinnett Fowler and her team, and that is Ready Mix Concrete and Concrete Products, which starts selling inventory
March
on
5th, right?
March 5th, exactly.
Yes, March 5th.
With 98% Bahamian employees.
Yes.
That's
Which
it.
is great. Which is great.
That is fantastic to
Yes.
know. And there's room for growth, so y'all stay tuned and check them out. And of course, now we're having a new show today. And do you know who we have on the show today?
Who do we have on the show
We
today?
have Doctors Hospital.
Yes, yes.
Do you know
I
where they're
believe-
located?
Where are they located?
They're located downtown.
She likes everyone. She likes everybody who is in the
They're
downtown
close
area.
enough to downtown. They're very much close to downtown. I think
Yes.
if we look at that zoning,
Yes.
they're right
And,
on the
and
line.
I believe that's not their only location,
No,
right?
it's
So we're
not.
going to talk about all that when we get into the conversations with Doctors Hospital. But this is one of the, I want to say, one of the largest investments that we have within the
Really?
city of Freeport.
Okay, well, you know where they can
Yes.
find out where all the other investments are?
Let them know. Let
Tell
them
them.
know.
You can go to the investment map
Yes.
at the Grand Bahama Port Authority website, and you just want to click on it.
Right.
And you know what you're going to find out? All the investments that's going on here in the city of Freeport. Now, we were at 1.5, but what are we at now?
1.8 billion plus.
Okay.
Yes.
I see green.
It's growing.
I see
It's
green.
growing.
I see
And so,
green.
for those of you that are watching the show, whether it's nationally or internationally, we want you to know that you too have an opportunity to invest here in Grand Bahama. And so, make sure go to investgrandbahama.com. Go and see what the opportunities are. Reach out to our Invest Grand Bahama team, and make sure to get the information that you need. Perhaps the next major investor could be you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now, we want to solicit our small business owners because, of course, we can't do this show without you.
Right.
If you are located in the city of Freeport and you are a licensee of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, you have an opportunity to sit at the table with us and talk about your business for free. You also have an opportunity to be our Business of the Week, and ZNES, the amazing media team that produces the show with us, will do a commercial for you and you'll have it to use, and we broadcast it on the ZNES network
Yes.
for free. Compliments of the Grand Bahama Port Authority and Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau, because they just love small businesses.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you want to say, I want to be on Focus Forward, and send us an email at info@gbpa.com, or you could just pop on down to the GBPA office and drop your business card inside the bowl.
Absolutely.
Now, where can they see us?
They can see us in so many places. So I'm just going to do something a little different than what Alex does and tell you, go to our social media page, Grand Bahama Port Authority or Invest Grand Bahama. And you will see our flyer each and every week. Of course, you know, we are on ZNS, we are on Cable 12, ILTV. You can listen to us on Dove and the Rhythm as well. So check our social media pages so that you can get the times. And make sure you tune in and you also share with everyone.
Now wait, just before you move on to the good stuff.
What's that?
We have to thank our sponsors.
Yes.
So, of course, once again, Invest Grand Bahama, Small Business Bureau, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you as we shamelessly plug you because we're going to be looking for some more money as we just do more things on this show. We also want to thank Visible Changes,
Yes.
who makes me look visibly beautiful.
Yes.
Every single
and
week.
Pick Hair Beauty Center.
Marcia.
Yes.
Of course.
Marcia
She's
Pickstock.
downtown. You know, so boop, boop to downtown, of course. She's one of our, DFBA members. And we also want to say thank you to Advertising Marketing. That's the big billboard guy. So if you want to definitely have your business promoted, you want to reach out to Advertising Marketing. And when you get to the stoplight on the Mall Drive in Settlers Way, and you see the big focus forward picture on the billboard, honk your horn so everybody else can look up so that they can know that we are there. And you can
Please
there
be
too.
safe when you're doing that. Please.
Again, at the stoplight.
I don't know if that is like good
At
advice.
the stoplight, they're stopped. Their foot is on the brake, and the light is
Okay.
red, and our picture is
right.
green.
We appreciate you. And for those of you that watch each and every week, I always meet people. I'm starting to meet so many that are now saying, hey, I'm so-and-so. I watch Focus Forward. Thank you for watching. We don't always remember the names, but we do appreciate you. And we love having you guys with us every single week.
It's such a good thing you remembered. You said that to remind me. There is Mr. Pinder.
Okay.
Mr. Pinder said to make sure and let him know, he wanted to let us know that he watches us. And he's in Pinder's Point.
Okay.
He said, we always say good morning to everybody, good afternoon to everybody, and he wants me to know and us to know that they're
Mr.
watching.
Pinder.
Mr. Pinder, they're watching for the length and breadth of Grand Bahama.
Okay,
and
great.
he says, I think he invited us up there to come do a show.
Really?
Yes.
There are lots of Mr. Pinders in Pinder's Point.
He know who he is,
But
and
you
he
know
is
who you are.
definitely gonna,
Right.
he's definitely gonna let us know.
Thank you, Mr. Pinder, for watching. So listen, let's get right into the conversation because today is a huge show.
Big show.
We're talking with Doctors Hospital, and we're talking $30 million.
Did I not tell you we see in green? Okay, continue.
So today we are excited to welcome to the show for the first time the group from Doctors Hospital. In particular, we wish to extend a special welcome to Mrs. Kendra Stirrup, the Assistant Vice President, Dr. Don Gallagher, Lead Physician in Primary Care, and Mrs. Rashay Lewis Ariste. Am I saying it correctly? It's a fancy name, I love it. Assistant Manager of Patient Care Services and Nursing Administration. Welcome to Focus Forward, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Good, wonderful. Now this is a round table.
See this?
This is like girl power around this table today.
That's
I
it.
love it. I love it. So let's get into the conversation. Mrs. Stirrup, we definitely want to start with you. And I mentioned before the show, I've seen you in different arenas talking about Doctors Hospital and all that's going on. But I like context, as the viewers know. That is my favorite word. I like context, and I like to put these things, I like to allow people to have the history about where did this first begin. So take us back to the beginning. How did Doctors Hospital get to come to our little town of Freeport?
So, Doctors Hospital is a 100% Bahamian-owned company. Our president and CEO, Dr. Charles Diggis, has been so transformational in moving healthcare for the length and breadth of the Bahamas, not just Nassau. Everything is centered in Nassau and Providence. And so we've had the opportunity to look at Grand Bahama, knowing Grand Bahama needing a hospital for so long, knowing and hearing the needs of the community, seeing patients who have came over to us in New Providence. When we first did our research, we were intending to just put an urgent care center. But when we looked and studied and talked and discussed with numerous physicians, Dr. Gallagher as one of our core physicians in that group, we discovered that no, we need to put a hospital. It will be an insult to Grand Bahama for Doctors Hospital to just put a center and not put what is really needed on island. So our board and directors, our executive team has came behind this vision and has put aside over about $30 million towards investments in Grand Bahama. And so, of course, with the hospital coming on, that's a construction that takes a while. And one of the things that we are known for in Doctors Hospital is trusted and best care now. And so in the now, it would be remiss of us to sit back while construction is growing and brewing to not be able to provide service now. So we started first in 8 Mile Rock, where we know is one of the most populated communities in our Bahama land. And in 8 Mile Rock, we've been able to put a clinic there with just about $2 million worth of investments. And then in Grand Bahama, in Freeport, Freeport proper, we've just opened as well another center that is now open 7 days a week. So we want to be intentional with what we're doing. We want to be serving to the community that we exist in, and we want to make sure that we're not missing the mark with all that Grand Bahama needs and deserves.
Wow.
I like that.
Amazing.
You know what I heard? 7 days a week. $2 million, state-of-the-art clinic opened up in 8 Mile Rock. And they love us and care about us so much that they wanted to they want to serve us while they were still working.
Yes.
I already like you.
Yes.
I do.
Now, how long has this particular project been in the works? I mean, I think sometimes it's very difficult for Grand Bahamians in particular who are now looking for the next opportunity and they're wanting to know how can they be a part of something. Can we help them to understand how long it takes to get an organization such as Doctors Hospital to be able to just literally put their footprint here?
Sure. So we've been 2 years in the making, going into so many different conversation points, not just with our own internal health and quality committee, to ensure that everything that's coming here to Grand Bahama is JCI accredited, which is Joint Commission International, and to make sure that we meet the standards of quality that Doctors Hospital is known and loved for. And then in addition to that, we had peer reviews with such as the Beck Group in the US and other quality experts for technicalities and so forth. So about 2 years in making, and then we still have a year of construction. So altogether 3 years. And so that's why we have to be sure that while we're doing this, we have other services that we can come alongside. And in addition to services with our local physicians on island, we've started bringing specialists as well to the island of Grand Bahama, such as cardiology, rheumatology, endocrinology, nutritionists, and so forth, pediatrician, so that we're not having so many people have to fly to Nassau, to New Providence to get service, but that we're bringing the physicians to you. We're trying to bring the cost of healthcare. You know, healthcare is overall an experience that we're not planning for. It's an experience that we don't want. It's a service. I always tell our team, this is a service that nobody wants to be here for, so we have to make sure that we excel even in our customer service as well. So we have been in the works for 2 years now strong, and then we continue with this year with construction, and next year, first quarter, we will be opening the hospital.
Okay. Now I know people are hearing Doctors Hospital and all this money you pumping into the city and this world-class health care and all that you're doing, and I know they want to find out about cost and services, but I'm going to get back to that. I'm going to let them wait a little bit more.
Okay.
I want to talk to Dr. Gallagher over here. Tell us about what you're doing down there at Doctors Hospital.
Okay, so essentially Doctors Hospital offers primary care at both facilities, which is the one downtown.
I love that.
As well as the facility in 8 Mile Rock, which includes the things like your annual physicals, your routine checkups, your coughs, your colds, your management of your chronic conditions, which are prominent in in our Bahamian population on the whole and in the world. Things like high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol. We do medical certificates, just about anything, you name it, we got it. And primary care, what primary care does is primary care serves as the overall coach, foundation, and stepping stone to whatever your medical care needs are. A lot of times people go abroad, you know, in Grand Bahama, we've been used to having to go someplace else to be able to see specialists. So if you have, in the primary care setting, even if you have to do that, then we serve as your coach to make sure that you don't just go have some specialty service and get lost, like what do I do next? By following up with your primary care routinely, then it makes sure that you cover the ground, are able to go and do your specialist and still have continuity with somebody who you trust and, you know, have the relationship with going forward.
I like that. So let's say, for example, and you know, this is all new to me, particularly with Doctors Hospital. So let's say it's my birthday season, and in my birthday season every year, I decide that that's the time I do my physicals.
Right.
That's the time I make sure that I do my dentist appointments, my labs. What about the woman that has to do mammograms and all of these things that may be associated with a female? If they were doing business with Doctors Hospital, where would they begin?
So essentially, if you are new to our system, because remember now, this is a health system that spans across not just Grand Bahama and Nassau, but we've branched into Exuma, and we're really putting our feelers out there. So essentially, you walk into any clinic and let them know that this is what you need, an annual physical. It's a good idea to do it the way you have done, by teaming it with your birthday or some time of year that you remember so that you could be consistent. And essentially, the family care provider or the primary care physician will then help you to navigate so that all of the screenings, because they're not just done at random, they're done according to medical guidelines. And so whatever is appropriate for the individual, because not everything is appropriate for everybody.
Understood.
Some people have more specific requirements, like for instance, mammograms. If you have a higher risk of breast cancer in your family as opposed to somebody who doesn't have that risk, then it's all tailored to whatever the individual's needs are. And then we go a little bit beyond that with Doctors Hospital here in Grand Bahama, because not only do we have primary care at both facilities, we also have dialysis in the Western District, which is the first dialysis unit in that area. And our goal long term is to be able to provide dialysis treatments for, like Kendra mentioned, the people who live in the largest settlement in the Bahamas, not just Grand Bahama, because of course dialysis becomes a very big part of life.
Right.
It takes hours. Most times it's 3 days out of the week. And so it's, to have to travel all the way up to Freeport proper, even though it may seem trivial, actually it's really taxing on the patient. So we've been able to provide that kind of service in 8 Mile Rock proper as well. And then once we get to hospital, we'll offer the same services out through the hospital. And then, of course, our Freeport Medical Clinic in downtown also boasts the Urgent Care Center, which allows for those things that aren't really primary care, a little above your usual cough and cold primary care stuff, may require some x-rays or something else, but are not emergent. Because if it's emergent and you have to give it a second thought, please beeline straight to the hospital, because it's not equipped for that kind of thing. But like I say, there are lots of in-betweens.
So urgent
Care is like the bridge
8 o'clock
between.
at night, my son is had a fever or something like that, I can come to you.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the rule for urgent care. So
Okay.
of course it is that you gotta, like I say, if there's doubt, you always go to the hospital. But for the most part, it's what we're offering for the time being. Like Kendra mentioned, we didn't want to just sit here and wait on the hospital, but we're trying to bridge the gap with as many services as we can until we have, we just lay it all out on the table.
Okay, so I really like you too. That's 2 for 3. That's 2 for 3. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. You gotta come in here now. You gotta come in here. Let me see if I can like you too. Let me see. You're in charge of patient care services and nursing administration. Tell us your role. What are you offering at Doctors?
So, my portfolio says, I am the assistant nurse manager, which means I'm the head nurse. So I'm responsible for the nurses, the technicians there at both of our facilities. So I just want to piggyback on what Dr. Gallagher would have said with our urgent care center. So in the inception, we thought we may, be limited to those things that look a little bit like the fevers and the cough and colds, maybe a sprain, but the Grand Bahama market has challenged us.
Okay.
They have pushed us, and we accept the challenge. So we actually just conducted some data review last week, where we found that a lot of our visits are now looking like chest pains. So these are the things that in the beginning we told the population, hey, if you're having chest pain, go somewhere else.
Right.
But they're coming to us, and we have been able to manage those patients within our facility. And I think it was about 50 or so persons that we looked at when we conducted the survey. And out of that group, less than 3 of those persons had to be sent to a tertiary institution, which means we were equipped to manage what they presented with.
I
Okay?
like knowing
So,
that.
Yeah.
You're stepping up. You're coming up.
Keep talking.
Keep talking. Let's go.
Yes. So she mentioned X-ray. So we also have ultrasound there. We have a 24. Well, I wouldn't say 24-hour, but our lab is pretty much 24-hour. We have.
So your lab is open in the evening after 5 o'clock.
Yes.
Does your X-ray open
Yes.
after 5 o'clock?
Yes.
Your urgent care is actually open 7 days, like 7 full days, like literally like.
So I'll give you the schedule.
Give me the schedule. Give us the schedule. We need to know this. She can get it right now. Get it right. Don't make a mistake.
Monday to Friday, we're open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay.
On Saturdays, we're open 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And on Sundays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay,
And
giving
that's
us
our
time.
Fremont location. However, our 8 Mile 8 Mile Rock location that only provides the primary care and dialysis services is open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
I
That's
was going to
something
say, if you're coming in at 7:30, we're not going to say shop is closed in 30 minutes because we've had patients who've been with us through up until about 11 p.m. So our physician care team actively manages to ensure
You take care of them?
we take care of them.
You don't tell them when they come to the door, listen, what your problem is, what's wrong with you, because you only got 30 minutes?
No, trusted and best care now.
Now. So your nurse is not going to just take my arm and move me quickly through the line?
Absolutely not.
Are you sure? They're not going to turn off half of the
they're pretty
lights
We care.
to make sure that, okay, so we know, like when you go in the food store and they shut the lights off, so you know we're closing soon? That's not going to happen.
Or you sit down to the table and they tell you the kitchen is closed.
Okay,
Well, we can
you brought it
appreciate
up.
that, definitely. Now, I want to get back to Mrs. Stewart because I want to talk a little bit about some of the programs I've been hearing about. So, for example, and you need to give me the details, but I heard that there is a program where persons can pay monthly to be able to qualify for certain services at doctors if they have to come in. So, can you tell us a little bit about that? What is it, and what's the makeup?
Absolutely. So we want to make sure that we don't just have a pretty facility. It has to be accessible. We have to make sure that all of our community at all different levels have access to us. And so we offer different programs for that. We have for primary care, we have a $40 per month program that gives you unlimited access to your primary care provider. What that does is when we have people come in, they do their annual physicals, which is included, as well as your annual labs. They get their results. They never follow up with their doctors. So that's just more like, I took that home and I'm going to figure it out. Whereas, are they managing their pressure? Are they managing hypertension or whatever else existing conditions may exist? So at $40 per month, you have unlimited access to Dr. Gallagher and Dr. Rollins.
That
You
doesn't
can
sound
come.
right. Hold on, wait. No, it doesn't
No
sound
additional
right.
cost.
You stopped it, right?
You need to be clear.
Listen, if you stump your toe, you can come and see us. If you need an annual physical, you can come and see us.
And how much
if
you
you
gonna
just want
charge
to
me?
look
On
in
the
Dr.
$40
Gallagher's on the
per
$40
month.
per month.
No, how much you going to charge me?
$40 per month. You can
Can't
walk
beat that,
in.
I need you to look in that camera and tell them this is just one of the
$40 per
plans.
month, people. It is real. So our president, Dr. Diggis, this was his brainchild, and he wanted to make sure that, the impression of doctors' hospitals that we're costly, but he wanted to make sure in the community we are accessible and we're reachable, and that is what the $40 plan does. And this is not just available in Grand Bahama, it's available anywhere the doctor's hospital exists. So even if you've signed up with us here, you're on vacation in Nassau, you have a stomach bug, you need some antibiotics, you want to see a primary care provider, you can walk into any of our doctor's hospital locations and be served with no out-of-course fee.
$40 a month.
$40 a month. This also gives you 2 free imaging per year. You need an MRI, you need a CAT scan, you need an
No
X-ray.
way.
There is no discrimination.
Serious?
You said MRI. Do you know
MRI.
how much an MRI costs?
Oh yes, I know. I won't say it here because I don't want to stash up your audience.
Okay, but do you have anything special for Grand Bahama?
So
I'm biased.
Listen, so especially for Grand Bahama, we have the LAMP Ultimate. So we launched urgent care, and we wanted to make sure as well, urgent care is a step up from primary care, the step down from the emergency room. And of course, with healthcare is expensive because medical supplies, physicians, and time and so forth, resources cost money, right? So when it comes to Grand Bahama, we've launched exclusively a LAMP Ultimate program. This is at $129 as an introductory offer price, but we've heard the feedback. They don't want to see the $179 come up. So you call me, I'll make sure you get the $129 and we lock that rate in for you. $129 per month, you have unlimited access, not just to primary care, but also to urgent care, which is great for like children, people who have frequent accidents and so forth, unlimited X-ray, unlimited ultrasound. And the reason why we made sure that these diagnostics was added to, because with urgent care, they want to know what's going on the inside. So it's not just a touch here, a feel here, listen to your heart.
I gotta clean up my ears.
You now need to get X-rays, ultrasound,
This is your flyer here
labs.
with your
Yes, can we see
Right
those?
here, yes, absolutely.
We can
It's
see
written.
those.
It's in print.
Right.
So it must be real.
Yes. So unlimited urgent care, primary care, labs, imaging. And imaging includes X-ray and ultrasound. And then pharmacy is only up to $40 or 50% off, whichever is the less. that is what the patient gets. So you have your
actually wrote that down
yes, ma'am.
on a paper.
Yes, ma'am.
Which means you're standing by that.
Yes, we
This is
are.
amazing. I'm like rethinking my insurance plan right now.
No, we don't want you to rethink your insurance
I'm
plan.
just
We're
saying,
not. We're not.
I know,
So
but
this
it's
is
like
an assurance plan. It's an assurance that when you
is-
come to Access Care, you're leaving with nothing more than the $129 per month. And that doesn't matter how many times you need to see us every day for whatever you're
Do you
managing.
know how many x-rays I've done in the past year with my son because he's very active?
Yes, it's great for sports programs. So my daughter actually christened our X-ray. not by choice, but she christened our X-ray machine, and we were able to walk in and out with no wait time. Because, you know, we want to make sure we also manage and we survey our wait times, and we try to beat it every time. So we are our own competitors because we want to make sure that every patient has a wow experience, not just with the physician, but with our lab techs, with our pharmacy techs, with our imaging techs, and so forth.
Okay.
I just want to highlight, I know that Mrs. Starp had already talked about some of this, but this is just so interesting, right? Just to be clear, and
To be
this is
clear.
the $40 per month plan. Just the $40.
Just
we
the
haven't even
$40.
got, right.
Okay.
And we're looking on the back, and it says in-office primary care visits, which we talked about, free unlimited.
Unlimited.
Telehealth primary care visits, meaning I can call you and speak to someone, free, unlimited. Annual physicals with labs, 1 per year.
With the lab.
With.
Okay.
Lab services are 30% discounted. Prescription medications are 30% discounted and you pay within 14 days. Imaging, that's X-ray, ultrasound, CT scans, and MRIs, 2 free per calendar year.
Are you written down?
Written down.
In bold?
Mammograms, 1 free per calendar year.
Yes.
Nutritional consult, 2 free per calendar year. Do you have a nutritionist? Do you have someone, I mean you, Alex. Do you have Do you have
She
someone
has
who
one
you
now.
can
She
help
has
with?
one now.
Right? Free twice a year. Outpatient rehab, 20% discount. Emergency room visits. We'll get the flyer so you can get the information.
Your president,
Right?
good.
He's good. And
He's
yes.
really, really good up
He's,
there.
he's too good.
Yes.
He's too good.
But you know what's so funny though, right? That was interesting. You only do your physical once a year.
Right.
You're only doing your mammogram once a year.
Right.
We actually don't even consult a nutritionist, but now we will.
We don't.
So
Exactly.
now
you
we
have an
will.
opportunity.
I mean, we try not to go to the emergency room because we don't want to go. We don't want to pay for nothing.
but you can.
I'm just like, you sure? But it's in writing.
I think we're sure with this flyer. This is some really, really good information, and I'm getting the wrap-up signal, but I am still in awe.
Of the services of Doctors Hospital because
Yes.
Doctors Hospital is a world-class facility. They're known not just in the Bahamas. I had an experience with my husband when we traveled to the U.S. and we literally was in the clinic, in the hospital, Mount Sinai, and he said to us, why did you come here? We said, this is where the insurance referred us to go. He said, do you know you have one of the best surgeons, cardiac surgeons in the Bahamas at Doctors Hospital? And he said, you have an amazing facility, so we know you'll be in good hands after we're done with you going back here. So that says a lot because you're going to somewhere like Mount Sinai's healthcare facility, and they're saying to you as a Bahamian,
You're the
why,
best.
why are you here?
Right.
Y'all got the best there. So I think that's amazing. And yes, I'm
That's
so glad
great.
you cleared that up and you brought this information here because people do think with the beautiful building and the clinic that you have and the services that you offer and your reputation that can we literally walk through the doors and afford them?
Well, now we know that they can. So we certainly want to thank these ladies for being with us today. This is some really, really good information, and it would be wonderful if we can share some of this even on our social media if we can. Certainly persons need to know that they have additional options. We didn't even get to have our full conversation and some of the things we wanted to get into today,
Sure,
but
you'd have to
we
come back.
want to extend an
Anytime.
invitation for you guys to come back as things grow, develop, and continue. Please come and let us know what's going on. Let these folks know what's going on. I know they want to know. Thank you for being here with us today. Listen, we have so much more coming on the show right now. Of course, we're going into our business segment in just a few moments. You want to know what's happening with our local businesses. That's another reason why we're here each and every week. So we'll see you right after the break. We'll be right back right after this.
Here at Bootleg, we have lots of things to offer, including Bahamian-made chocolate ingredients. We also have ice cream sandwiches. We have a lot of our top seller chocolates, which includes Bahama Sea Salt and Toffee. We have a gold pepper caramel. We also have that in ice cream sandwiches. We have the Gully Wash. We have guava duff. Numerous things to offer. We also do have hot real chocolate. All of our items are made on premises in our factory. If you're not sure where we're located, we are located on Port Lukai Marketplace by the marina. Our hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturdays and Sundays, we're open until 3. Our phone contact is 373-6303. You can also find us on social media, Instagram at Bootleg Chocolates. We're also on Facebook at Bootleg Chocolates.
Doctors Hospital is reimagined primary care. We have invested to improve our health system, ensuring that accessible, affordable, world-class clinical care is closer to you. Your relationship with a primary care provider shapes the foundation of your overall health. Our new, modern primary care facilities are where critical diagnosis and true personalized treatment begin. With locations in Freeport and 8 Mile Rock, we invite you to experience the Doctors Hospital difference. Book your next appointment at clinics.doctorshos.com.
All through the convenience of an easy-to-use and free mobile app. You can instantly report issues from within the GBPA areas, quickly map issues you see on the street, answer a few questions, provide detailed descriptions, photos, and videos right from your device. Whether it's your neighbor or the responsible department within GBPA, those who need to know will receive an instant alert of issues reported. You can also comment on issues, vote them up, and share issues on Facebook and other social media sites to get even more involved. You can report matters such as illegal dumping, unpermitted construction activity, damaged water meters, and a host of other issues that may affect your neighborhood and the city at large. We all want to make our city comfortable and issue-free, and now there's an app just for that. Keeping our city well-managed and beautiful just got a little bit easier. All you have to do is see, click, and fix with Freeport Report. Download the Freeport Report app today. Available for free in Google Play and the Apple App Store.
Thinking about starting a business or looking to expand and grow an existing business, the Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau can help. We are your complete business resource center, offering a one-stop shop service to aspiring entrepreneurs and existing business owners. Did you know that most startup businesses fail within the first 3 to 5 years as a result of poor planning, insufficient funding, and lack of basic business management skills and training? The Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau offers a wealth of resources, information, and support to help entrepreneurs avoid costly mistakes, make wise choices, and plan effectively for a successful business venture. Why risk becoming a statistic? Helping entrepreneurs realize their goals of successful business ownership while working with existing businesses to remain competitive and profitable is what we do. Visit or call us today for more information on how the Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau can help you. Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau, empowering licensees.
Welcome to Freeport, the reawakened, the reimagined, the rebirth, the Renaissance capital of the Bahamas. Over $1.5 billion in investments. Marinas, cruise ports, downtown revitalization, residential developments. We're putting the city on the map. Want to know more? Just log on. Your future is only a click away.
Hi everyone, we're back here on Grand Bahama's best talk show, Focus Forward. Are we having a wonderful day?
We are having more than a wonderful day. I am
are.
still reeling. I'm still
About what?
reeling at the offering the Doctors Hospital has.
Listen, I was looking at this over the break because I am just...
As you look, Doctors
in
Hospital
shock.
did an amazing thing before they left our round table. They are offering three giveaways today. Now listen closely. In order to win, you have to call me personally. I'm handling this all on my own.
Go on then.
Oh, just so you know, just so you know. Take the number down, 727-2528. You can call me. Here's the question. First question. They said they have an urgent care facility and it is open during the week. Let me know how many days a week it is open. That's the first question, and we got a prize for that. The second question is, they have a facility down in the west end of the island. Tell me which area that is. Call me and tell me. Alex, I know exactly where the clinic is. Tell me. That's question number 2. And question number 3, we talked about how much total investment it is that Doctors Hospital has made into Grand Bahama. Call me and tell me what that dollar amount is, because there's plenty. You see, we see in green. And that is the third question. And we have 3 winners. They are giving away a LAMP Ultimate plan. They're giving the LAMP Basic, and they're also giving away a free annual. All right? 727-2528 is my number. Call me and let me know the answers. And you got free tanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. So the LAMP Ultimate Plan, this is the one for...
This is the one for $129 just for Grand Bahama, by the way. Let's make that very clear. This LAMP
$129 just for
Ultimate,
Grand Bahama.
$129 just for Grand Bahama residents. And you have unlimited primary care, unlimited urgent care visit, unlimited labs. You have unlimited x-ray and ultrasound, pharmacy up to $40 or 50% off, and you have 3 free consultations with a nutritionalist, which means we're going to get it fit and right. We're going to be eating right now because we're going to see a nutritionalist.
Because we're going to the nutritionist.
Yes.
Yes.
Doing that.
Okay, good. Well, make sure you give Alex a call,
727-2528.
2528, and take the opportunity to be able to. I'm laughing in my head. I'm laughing because I'm saying, boy, they can be calling Alex all the time.
That's not a problem. It's not a problem. Anything to get you covered up with this LAMP program by Doctors Hospital. No, this is really.
Yes, thank you,
downtown.
Doctors Hospital, for giving us that wonderful prize to be able to give away to our viewers and viewers. It's a really, really great prize. So wishing you guys all the best. So we want to get into our business segment because we talked about, we can't even talk about Doctors Hospital because of, to do a wrap up, because of all of the questions you asked just now. So we're going to skip that part and we're going to talk with our businesses. Yes. So we're going to have a wonderful day today, and we have around our round table more girl power today.
Girl power. This is the day for it, eh?
More girl power. This is the day for girl power.
Used to watch She-Ra? Like He-Man and She-Ra?
Was I born? Yeah.
Okay, let's introduce the guests
So I'll
on
give
the
you
table today.
so I'll give you a quick tidbit. So I actually had a He-Man bedspread with She-Ra on it when I was a little kid. Didn't know what it was. Mommy liked it, I guess. But yeah. So I'm
close to my age.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. But let's go on to our businesses. For the very first time, we want to welcome to our roundtable Miss Biora Russell. She is from Heavenly Beauty Supply Store. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, she looks very
Yes,
beautiful.
She does.
And we also want to welcome to our roundtable for the first time from the Pumpkin Patch Preschool, Miss Darnell Lang. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Patches that make them sound so cute.
Yes, she looks like a pumpkin with a nice orange on. I love it. Have you ever seen the children in their uniforms?
No, I
They
haven't
look
seen
so
them either.
cute.
They
They look
cute,
so. They look so.
Thinking about having that little one, eh?
So moving right along. We want to welcome you guys again to our roundtable and looking forward to our discussions today. So if we can just start talking with Ms. Russell a little bit. Tell us about the vision and the inspiration behind Heavenly Beauty Supply Store.
Well, Heavenly Beauty, formerly Hair Dimensions, was established in September of 2003. It was a vision that my sister and I had. We looked at the time at the island and thought about what we could do to open our business, what type of business we wanted to open. And at the time, there was only one beauty supply store, one major beauty supply store. So we decided to focus on the beauty industry, and hence Hair Dimensions was formed. And then it rebranded in 2017 under the name Heavenly Beauty. So we've been operating for about 21 years now. Yeah.
That's a staple in the community.
Yes.
She goes to downtown, by the way.
Yes. Everybody close to downtown for
She
you.
is. So the fact that you've been in the community for 20 years, it shows not only your commitment, but you know, people always want to know, how was the ride? How has the journey been?
It's been up and down. It's been rewarding in that we try to stay open-minded with our customers to find out exactly what they wanted as it related to the beauty industry, following trends and all of that stuff. So it's been rewarding. It had its sets of challenges with COVID and Dorian and all of that, but in all of that, I decided to persevere, push through. Yeah.
Now tell the community, where is Heavenly Beauty Supply?
Well, Heavenly Beauty Supply has 2 locations. One is on Coral Road, the Mall of Coral, and Hudson Estate, and the other is within the Pindus Point area, Ocean Reef Plaza.
Oh, look at you being, you started off here, didn't even tell us you had 2
branches.
Yes.
Just 2 locations.
Yes.
Okay, so people need to know that.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
All right, so they're in Pindus Point and they are on Coral Road.
Yes.
Okay, so you're taking care of both communities.
Yes.
Right. So let's talk about some of the products and the things that you guys provide. Now, I used to go to Hair Dimensions. I haven't been to Heavenly Beauty, so I need to be back. I need to go back. Right?
Yeah, we welcome you back.
Yes. So let's talk about some of the products that you guys. What do you have in store that persons would be interested in? You know, right now the ladies, we're doing some different things. One time ago, it was all about just getting your bundles and your sew-in.
Now it's
And now it's about getting your wigs and your lace fronts and your glueless and so tell us, yes, and yes, and the
ponytail
yes.
next week, okay?
So, so tell us about what you have to offer.
Well, we do offer a wide variety of products for natural hair care and also relaxed, because a lot of persons are into natural hair care. So I have to put a plug in there for Hidden Beauty. This is a local product that is made by Miss Shani Martin. It's a growth product that we sell. And we also offer like Remy, we offer lace fronts, a wide variety of sensational human hair, synthetic blends, because everybody doesn't want to spend all that money on human hair, so we offer synthetic blend hair also. It's a wide variety. So you would definitely have to come down and check us out. And also in the Pindus Point area, I have to put in a plug because we also offer services at that location. That location is called Heavenly Beauty Plus. So we specialize in hair care as well as we offer nail care services independently. So Intimate Beauty, Miss Khadijah Johnson, she operates the salon there. And Makia McGregor, she operates the nail salon down there. So it's a full service beauty supply that we offer in the Pindus Point area.
So you just walk right into the store,
Yes.
and there's the beauty salon, the nail
Yes.
salon, and all of my supplies.
Yes,
there.
yes,
You got makeup in
yes.
there, and lashes in there, and
Yep.
lipstick in there.
Yep. All of that good stuff.
So what would be, let's say, a product that you carry that persons would not necessarily expect to find in your store?
Edges by Becca. This is new.
Hold on, wait. You could buy edges by.
No, it's an edge control.
Edge control.
That you use
Okay,
on
good.
your
I
edges.
need
Yes.
that.
Okay.
And it's manufactured in Nassau. So once again, Heavenly Beauty promotes our local Bahamians
I like that.
and their products. So we believe in supporting our own first. And yeah, you could find that there.
So edges by Becca.
Yes.
Edges by Becca.
Yeah,
Mhm.
refined
I thought we
edges.
would- okay, because
Yeah.
I thought it was
We need to
the
get some
actual
of them.
edge.
I need to get some edges from you, Biora, so I can try it on, and the public can see how well Becca holds down my edges.
Yes, yes.
Good stuff, good stuff. So let's talk a little bit about where, I mean, you already have 2 locations. You spread across Grand Bahama. Where do you see the business in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, hopefully, we want to spread out in more communities or even to another island. I'm praying that my daughters help me with that vision because I have them working in the business with me also.
I love that.
So sustainability is first and foremost at my forefront, you know, just trying to sustain the business and keep that open relationship with my customers and seeing what other type of services and products that we could offer that would appeal to the Bahamian Bahamian persons.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this. This is woman power. She got her daughters in there. She's, stretching out her arms. She's going everywhere. Soon we'll be down doing the show at her location.
Okay.
You see? Oh, Pinder's Point. I can see Mr. Pinder.
Yes, Mr. Pinder. We still
All right.
need to know Mr. Pinder's first name. but we'll get that for the next show.
We have to talk to Darnell now.
Yes, yes.
Miss Darnell,
Yes.
from the Pumpkin Patch. Tell us about it. Every time I just even say the name, I'm just thinking, cute little babies.
Me too, right? I'm thinking it's just so cute and so sweet.
Exactly that. That's what it is. Our cute little ones coming into an environment where we foster learning and learning through play. That's how they learn, right? Through play. And that's what we're all about. It's a loving environment, you know, and
I think it's been a while since Pumpkin Patch has been around, and I can kind of connect to what she's saying about the loving environment. I know in your previous location, I would have seen how you guys interact with the students a little bit. You used to be at the former Tomlinson Academy. that particular facility. So I can remember seeing how they interact with the students and the things that they do to make the children feel special. And there was an element of fun. And that's something, I mean, of course, I want to know that my child is having a fun time, but I also want to know what they're learning about and if they're actually learning. So tell us a little bit about the programs that you guys offer.
okay, well, we work on the ABECA curriculum. We do a combination of the ABECA curriculum. We're trying to introduce Montessori curriculum, which is not a widely known curriculum here in the Bahamas, but it speaks to learning through play. And so it's a combination of ABECA and the Montessori curriculum along with our Ministry of Education curriculum. So it's like we take a little bit of everything and we combine it to make our Pumpkin Patch curriculum, so to speak.
Now, what age bracket? It says preschool on your shirt, so what age bracket do you cater to?
From K1 to 5, so that's 1-year-olds to our 5-year-olds.
Does my child have to be potty trained to get into your school?
Not at all.
Thank the Lord. Not
Not
that
at
I'm
all.
having any more young children, but someone might. And when you're working so much, you know, someone else has to take care of the potty training during the day.
That too, that too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about, I know as a parent, and particularly some of the parents that may be watching and they're looking for the newer parents, and then those that are just going again, they might want to know what might be some of the safety measures that you have in place, because we're talking about little ones. So what are some of the safety measures you guys have in place at Pumpkin Patch?
Good question. We go through the process of teaching them what to expect when they hear the fire alarm system and so forth and so on. We have...
What about, for example, and you could edit this question, what about, you know, we just got over COVID-19, but now you have the children back in the classroom. What do you do to keep them safe in the classroom? You know, children get little colds and little stuff like that. How do you guys handle that as a safety measure?
Well, we definitely encourage the mask. We can't keep it, I'll be honest, we can't keep it every day, all day on the little ones, because they take it off from time to time. So sanitizing is very important. So keeping the environment sanitized on a daily basis, that's one of the things we would do.
Now, I want to ask you a question about the forming a preschool, developing a preschool. You got to have a love for children.
Definitely.
I mean, I love my children, and sometimes that's all I love. I can't imagine being in a room and you have a whole school with multiple children between the ages of 1 and 5.
You look very bothered.
I mean, I just want to know what made you decide to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Must be a love.
it only could be love.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the bottom line. Just the love and the passion for it. It was something that my mom, who's now passed, God rest, she was an educator for over 30 plus years, and the vision pretty much, I would say, started with her.
Right.
You know, and I remember as a little girl, let's say I was 12, 13, 14, we talked about this Pumpkin Patch preschool that we would create together.
Really?
Not realizing at all, like, it would even ever take place until a few years ago, because we've only been around for 2 years. So until a few years ago, it just hit me because I was looking for more in my life, And I said, you know what, I'm going to step out on the leap of faith. I know my passion has always been kids, always been centered around children. And I said, you know what, Mommy, you know what, let's do it. Let's start this school. And we started in March during COVID. And I think in June she passed. But her vision was still able to live on. And I'm so glad that I made the decision to actually take that leap of faith and open up the school.
Well, congratulations to you, because who in their right mind is going to open a preschool at the start of COVID and continue on with it? Additionally, having to deal with, you know, the trauma of losing your mom in the midst of this, you know, initial launch, and then the fact that you continued on. So as you said in the beginning, it is a love.
Yes.
It is something that is driven. Now you said you wanted more. Do you feel like you fulfill that more desire that you had opening up the preschool?
A little bit, but there's always, the vision isn't complete.
There's more.
There is more.
So give us a sneak peek of what's ahead for you guys.
Expansion.
Okay.
You know, we want to expand even into primary education.
Okay.
You know, we're preschool, but we want to see the little Pumpkin Patch Cuties, the Pumpkin Patch Preschool, and Pumpkin Patch Primary. So when you do have that little one,
everybody just
remember us.
me on the spot.
Just remember
Yes.
the pumpkin patches there. All right, so I'm sure as people are watching, they want to know you have certified teachers in there. You know, what are some of the enrollment qualifications? How can they find you? All those kind of things. Because we want to be able, the whole purpose of this is to be able to have you talk about your business, but we want to drive the business to you.
Let's talk about that enrollment, because I know parents would want to know that as well.
Well, we just want your little pumpkins. Bring them to us, and we'll do the rest. We don't require much in that. The basic requirements in terms of your immunization records and things like that. But for the most part, just bring the little ones. All of the books and the supplies are covered in our fees.
Really?
So, yeah.
So I have one fee and you take care of it.
Yeah.
I don't have to go jumping around to all the different stores, trying to find this, trying to find that, whatever. You take care of it.
What about
we relieve your
lunches and stuff like that? Do you have like a hot lunch program and things like that?
We do offer a lunch program. We have a hot lunch, but that's optional. You know, it's not a part of
Right. No, that's good to know, because I would want my child having hot food every day.
Because you're not cooking.
No, of course I do cook. What are you talking about, man? She just have all this business out today. But yes.
But whether you cook or not, your child is taken
Your
care of.
child, as you let her know. Your child.
Yes.
Future little girl that's coming.
Yes.
All right. But where are you located? They're claiming it. We're claiming her main name's going to be Alexandria.
We're located in the Brick House Plaza, unit number 7. So come and check us out.
Yes.
We're here.
Now, what about, I know we talked about, you know, the regular school programs. What about during summers, for example? Do you guys continue? Do you have a summer program?
Yeah, we're open all year round.
Okay.
We close
all year round.
Like
all year?
Yeah.
Like summer?
All year round.
You sure?
We break, just let me be honest, we break for a short period in August to prepare for September.
Okay.
But
that's a big deal, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Because once school ends, you have a hard time trying to find, I mean, when my boys were young, the thing was, what am I going to find for them to do for the next 2 months?
Yes.
All of
I
June,
know
or
that
3 months,
feeling.
all of June, all of July, all of August, and
Right.
trying to figure out what to do with them. So she's like, bring them here, bring them here.
Yes.
What about if we got
Sounds
slightly older kids, 6 years old, 7-year-olds during the summer? Do you have a summer program?
yeah, that caters to them as well.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. It sounds good.
We kind of mark it off at the teenagers, you know, so from, let's say from 1 to 12.
Again, God be with you. You know, just handling those children. I mean, I just need to ask. I've always wanted to ask, like a preschool teacher, like, how do you feel when you get home after dealing with all those children all day for like 8 hours?
I know, right? It has its
If you
challenges.
love it.
It's difficult at times, but like you say, when you love it, you look forward to doing it again and again and again.
And you'll make
again.
it work. Someone dealt with you, right?
I was an excellent child. That's my mother. No, but what I wanted to hear that from her, because a lot of people want to know that the person dealing with their child loves what they
Yes.
do. If you don't love what you do, you are going to get annoyed, because we know how children can get and how they can be. And so if I know that she wakes up every single morning excited to go to work, to her pumpkin patch and see all of these little kids,
Yes.
I know that my son or daughter is in very good hands.
Yes.
You know, and so I'm thankful that you share that with us, because people do want to know, like, how is she really?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, now we
Really.
know she has a love for these students. The school is well equipped, and everybody is just waiting for our little pumpkins. So definitely, everybody in Freeport, Grand Bahama, we want to encourage you to support Pumpkin Patch over in the Brick House Plaza, and of course, Heavenly Beauty Supply Store. They have 2 locations, one location in Freeport on Carl Road, and the next out, Heavenly Beauty Plus, out in the Pinders Point area. So you definitely want to support both of these businesses. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
It was certainly a pleasure, and when you come and you give us the next update, we want to hear there's going to be a 3rd location, and there's been a pumpkin patch expansion. Yes. Good stuff. So, Alex, you know, we had a wonderful day today. We learned a lot. Doctor's Hospital, we learned a lot. Heavenly Beauty and Pumpkin Patch. $30 million. $30 million.
Investment in Grand Bahama.
Yes,
in the
and
city of
currently
Freeport.
operating while they're still doing construction.
That's
they're
important.
expanding.
2 locations.
Yes.
Yes. Urgent care is open. And it's another location. And Dr. Gallagher offers all services that you would find at a hospital.
Yes, all of that primary care stuff. So that's really, really good. So listen, Grand Bahama, we want to make sure that you know exactly what's happening within the city of Freeport. So every single week, you need to be joining us here on Focus Forward so that you can learn about what's happening. When they ask the question, where do you tell them to go? When they say, what's happening in Freeport, where do you tell them to go?
Tune in to Focus Forward.
Of course.
What are you talking about? That's the tea.
So make sure to follow the Grand Bahama Port Authority social media pages and Invest Grand Bahama so that you can get the information that you need. Catch us on Cable 12, ILTV,
Our TV,
The Rhythm,
Dove.
Yes.
Yes.
You have no excuse.
That's
And
it.
share it with persons that do not know so that they can learn about what's going on. Also, I want to remind you, go to the investgrandbahama.com page so that you can find out about project investment updates. If you want to know what's happening around the city of Freeport, in addition to watching us here on Focus Forward, go to that website, look for the projects map, get all of the updates for every single project that's included in that $1.8 billion plus that's happening here within the city of Freeport.
That number is growing.
Okay.
That number continues to grow
Yes,
for us.
because our Invest Grand Bahama team is working. So we want to make sure that everybody in Freeport knows about it. This is where you go to look for your opportunities. You plan on whatever skills that you need to be able to obtain for possible job opportunities. So if you are looking, if you are interested, that is where you need to go. Next week, stay tuned. International Women's Day will be celebrated here on the show. And of course, the Grand Bahama Port Authority is sponsoring Fashion Week. We are the holders of Fashion Week, and you definitely want to know what's going on with that. That is happening next week, March 8th through to the 10th.
Are we going to be dressed fashionable next week?
Well, let's see if maybe a designer who's watching might want to do something fashionable with us. But
All
we're
part of
definitely
the
looking forward to
investment
that.
series.
All part of the investment
Stay
series.
tuned every single week because we are
Yes.
bringing you all the top investors here in Grand Bahama every week here on Focus Forward.
Yes. Continue to follow us, like I said, on our social media pages so that you can learn more. And until next time, I'm Glendia Sweeting.
And I'm Alex Thompson.
And we're informing you on the positive things that happen when you focus forward.
Listening to Focus Forward, sponsored by Invest Grand Bahama. Like us on Facebook at Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau to stay updated.
And drop a business card at the Grand Bahama Port Authority receptionist desk to have your business featured on our show. Tune in next Thursday,
Same time,
same place,
for Focus Forward.